Hello, how's everyone doing? Hope everyone's having an amazing Friday. Happy New Year. I don't know how long we're supposed to say that. Probably for the rest of the week. Here back again in my car. I know I'm not gonna make all my talking videos in my car, but for now, it's just the best place with the best lighting, I guess. I don't know. But I wanted to come on here and talk about grief. But not grief as if somebody passed away, more as I used to hear people say this term, grieving people that are still here. All right? Was a term that I accepted, but I never actually understood what it actually felt like, what it actually like feels to feel that sense of grief until I uh until I had to feel it for myself. When you have to go so far as to get rid of people that you still love, that you still deeply care about because they're no longer good for your life. So you're grieving the loss of somebody who meant so freaking much to you that you will probably always love them. You will probably always care for them. But now we're at a stage of our life where they are not benefiting our life and our growth. They are kind of hindering us. And the reason we grieve so much is because we're not grieving the person. We're grieving of what was, what is, what was, what could have been, what you were hoping for, things that we were that we thought we were going to have together, but now it's lost and you feel kind of like empty. But you want them, you still want those people to succeed and be good versions of themselves, but you just don't want them sitting at your table anymore. You still want them to have a roof over their head. You still want them to eat. You just can't do it together anymore. And grieving is hard because some days, most days I'm doing pretty well, but sometimes I just start crying, or sometimes I reminisce too much. Sometimes I'm like, damn, I wonder how they're doing. And but in all reality, I have to go back to my mind and go, I understand that's gonna hurt for a little bit. I'm gonna feel my feels for the moment, but these people are out of my life because they were not good for me, physically, mentally, socially, everything. They were not good for me. They were draining me. And yes, I still have a lot of love. And a lot of times it's either because it was a friend that was either a friend for a really long time, a family member, or somebody that you truly were in love with, like to your core, that this person you truly genuinely in love with. And that's when it hurts the most, when we have to let those people go and say, no more. No more you control my life. No more will you do this. No more will you take my time. No more will I sit here and tolerate this stuff while my life crumbles behind the scenes. No, I'm going to do what's best for me and get it. So dealing with grief when people are still alive, knowing that they're still alive, breathing and living their life is kind of hard. It's not that you're upset because of the breakup. It's not because you're heartbroken. It's just the fact that they're no longer a part of your life is, even when they meant so much to you, it's really hard to continue. And even after you heal from the breakup, heal from your heartaches, heal from the emotional trauma, sometimes we still, our soul still physically holds on to those emotions, those things that we felt while we were in there, you know? So remember, grieving somebody is one of the hardest things you can do, whether they're alive or whether they passed on. It is really hard. And I didn't understand what it meant to grieve somebody, because I understood what grief was when you lost somebody. I understood that part because I've lost my grandparents, my great uncle who was like a father to me. They all died within all three of them died. My grandma, my grandpa, my great uncle. They all lived together and they all died around the same time period, same year, pretty much, a few months apart. And so I know how that grief felt, but I didn't know how grief felt when You truly invested a lot of your time, energy, and heart into someone, and you can no longer, for your physical health and your mental health, you can no longer have them be a part of your life in order for you to grow, learn, and succeed at what you want to do in your life. You know, and keeping yourself from finding those people that truly want to see you succeed as well. So don't be so hard on yourself when you're grieving people that are still here but are no longer part of your life. Be gentle with yourself, be kind with yourself, be understanding with yourself, and just tell yourself it's okay to cry. It's okay to play a sad song and scream it, sing it to, you know, you lose your voice. It's okay to go take time for yourself just to reevaluate yourself, Be present with yourself, be there for yourself, cheer yourself on, and always have your back. Never allow yourself to let your emotions control the driver's seat. Okay? Always keep them in the passenger seat and say, "Look, we're going to ride this together, but I'm going to call the shots." With that being said, you guys take care. Peace, love, and happiness. Take care. Peace. Oh, yeah, and have the most amazing day, you amazing, freaking beautiful souls.